Hi guys, and welcome back to Chop Suey. Today we are gonna start off by talking about the NL Player of the Week, Ronald Acuna Jr. I don't have a big analysis to give this kid. I don't see many holes in his game. He's up there. He's patient. He's getting his at bats. He's showing out. He reminds me a bit of an early Andrew Jones. Young kid coming up. He's got that swagger. He's got that attention drawn on him, and he's not afraid of it. He's not a kid that's coming in and just panicking. He slows the game down. He brings the game to him, and that's great to see. So his slash line right now is a stellar 302 with a 1.073 OPS, 5 dingers, 13 Ks. Now, what I like most about that 13 Ks is you're going to pack that against 16 hits and 11 bases on balls. So he's patient. He's making pitchers pitch to him. He's again making the game come to him. Pitchers are throwing him inside, get him tight on the hands because they know if he comes out, that ball is going to go about 402 feet, if not more, and it's a souvenir at that point. So if there's anything I would like to see, I would like to see him attack the inside zone a little better, but if that's not his game, that's not his game. I can't really complain about the production going on. The kid's stellar, and I'm not saying that just because he's on my team. You know, he's a great kid to watch, and he's not even good yet. So, you know, the life of his contract, if he stays healthy, that's going to be one of the biggest steals in franchise history. And as usual, I pair up a position player with a pitcher. Today we're going to talk about Touki Toussaint. He came up a bit last year, and got his cup of coffee, got some innings in. He showed signs of greatness. He got some guys out. He got quality time in. Looked a bit rough around the edges, but love these kids come up now aren't getting the seasoning that they would 5-10 years ago, where they're spending a year at a year in AA, year in AAA. They're coming up quick. They're figuring throw hard and locate most of the time. You're up there 18-19. So in his first start back, after being in Gwinnett to start the year, Newt gets pulled. He can't go 2 innings. So Touki comes in mop-up duty, and he puts on a freaking clinic. 6 innings pitched, he gets the win, gets a big fat 0 on that era, 1.0 whip, and a 10.50 K. So what I'm seeing, not only in the stat line, but the eye test, is this kid's attacking the zone. He's making his pitches, and he's fooling guys. He's not relying on his defense. He's a guy that's going out saying, I'm getting this guy. This is my man. I want him. And that's going to be great to see, because we've had this issue with these young kids who can't really seem to get it. Nuke got hammered. He looked completely lost. He's not looked good this year. And as much as you can say this kid has the raw talent, he's got the stuff, in a vacuum, I'm still saying Nuke is the best physical aspect pitcher we've got. Unfortunately, baseball doesn't work in a vacuum. There's guys out there who are going to destroy you if you miss. There's too many great hitters in this league now. They're smarter. Guys aren't chasing the way they used to. So if you're not attacking your spots, making your pitches, you're going to get served. So with that, we're going to talk about the Braves' disappointing series against the Mets. The Braves now sit at 7-3. I'm sorry, 4-6 in the division. They're not winning these games against teams that they should win. You should have swept Miami. You should have taken at least one against Philly. And you should have either swept or won this series against New York. Your guys aren't... The pitching isn't there. The offense had its opportunities in several games where leaving too many guys on. Hitting with rest has been pretty good this year. But in a series against a division rival, you need to make sure that you're not leaving guys on. That LOB stat is killing you in these division games. So the Braves are sitting at a comfortable 9-6, but they're, again, 4-6 in the division. They're not getting it done, and that is unfortunate because everybody got better to catch up to him pretty much, and the Braves can't seem to get out of their own way. I'm pretty excited about the offense. For the most part, these guys are getting it done. They're carrying a pitching staff that's not giving them many options. Now you got guys like Tehran, who is last game out. He did enough. He got in some trouble in the first, got out of it relatively unscathed, gave up a run in the first, which he's wont to do, but comes in, settles down, lets the bats back him up. He was golden. The pitching, especially in the back half of the game, it's not good. It's not clean. These guys aren't getting their shutdown innings. They're walking guys too much. They're not finding their pitches, and as the season develops, as these other teams are finding their rhythm, they're going to get absolutely killed if they can't get this tightened down, and you're going to be on the outside looking in come September and October. In other news, we have Josh Donaldson, who is, I think he found his swing. He's homered in back-to-back games, and it's not like he hasn't been hitting. He's been getting his pitches. He's been getting his at-bats. He's got one of the best hard hit ratios in the league if you're a guy who cares about that stat. But the eye test says he was just snake bitten. But I think he's calmed down a bit. Looks like he's not doing too much at the plate. He's just patient, getting his pitches, and he is handling them. So hopefully that'll be good signs to come. So get your rain jackets because it might get a little wet. Venter has been put on the 10-day IL, which again adds more pressure on an already shaky rotation and pitching staff that I don't have much faith in to carry much of a load this year. Hopefully I'm wrong and they get this figured out, but all I know is we've got to do something. The Braves will start a continued homestand with Arizona coming to town, who are sitting at 7-9, who are still trying to find their identity in a very tough division with the Padres just raking and LA doing LA things. So this is going to be, it's a little early to be a watershed series, but we're going to see what they can handle with a team that's fairly matched up. So I'm excited for it, and hopefully the Braves can sneak out another series win and keep this train moving. So that's going to wrap it up for today's edition. Next week, we're going to change up a bit, and I'm going to start focusing on some minor league prospects. Again, position player, pitcher, talk about some win losses and news going on, some transactional stuff, and then we're going to jump into the show. Thank you, guys.